Look at this box. This is amazing. Inside here is a little engine, a little hit and miss engine. It's called a B01 Okmo and Retro. It's one of those, look. Amazing. Let's have a proper look at it. We'll unbox it. We'll set it up. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to fire it up. And I can't wait. Let's get you sitting on a bit more of a comfortable seat. Hopefully in a good position to be able to see what's going on. And let's have a look to see what's actually inside. Right, let's have a little look to see what we got. Let's have a look at the box first. Because I always think that it's quite important to look at the boxes. Because obviously the manufacturers and the designers, they do spend time and money on the box. I mean, it doesn't just appear out of nowhere, does it? So, it's from Engine DIY Shop. It's an Okmo and Retro B01 model engine model in this case. It's got a nice little picture. It's got some fire on it, which is an interesting design. And we got spark plug type 3/16/40 British standard. Threaded spark plug. Fuel type 95 and above gasoline. Okay, well in this country we call it petrol. So, and well, you can get 95, but in this country, in England, 99 is pretty much all you can get, octane. But you can get 95 in some petrol stations, but the petrol stations near me are all 99% or 99 octane, so is what it is. Oil type 2T 4T mixed oil, starting power 1.5 volt AA battery, not included. That's all right. I've got one. Well, in fact, I've got a couple because I don't know which ones have got electric in them. Product weight 1,600 grams, 1.6 kilo. Yeah, maybe. Right, and the other side, it's a ball top monitor hit and miss engine. B01. Brand is Okmo. Metal, brass and aluminium alloy. And a bit of wood in there as well. Stroke 15.4mm. Bore diameter 16mm. Cooling method, it's water cooled. Yeah, it is. It's water cooled. Lubrication method, channel lubrication. Starting method, hand start or drill start. Ignition method, mechanical ignition. Wow. This is going to be good, you lot. This is going to be bloody good. So what do we get on top? We get after sales service reminder card. So if you have any issues with this, it tells you exactly what you should do in order to get the issues resolved. On the top there, looks like we've got a little instruction book. Tells you, I would imagine, everything we need to know in order to set this little engine up and get it running. So we'll have a look at that in a little while. So, let's get this. It's upside down now, by the way. But it's easier to get it out that way, I should imagine. So, the grand reveal. I'm really excited. Woohoo, look at that. Look at that. Got a little bag. That must be the starting rod. Got some little O-rings. I don't know what they're for yet. And that must be the lid for the ball top. The coolant. That's where you put the water in there. Or you can put coolant or antifreeze or whatever you want in there, really. This is the little pull start. So you get the starting rod and you get a little pull start as well. Let's take this out of this polystyrene. Be very careful because there are parts on these that are quite delicate. Remember, this is just a demo. You know, it's for experiments and demonstrations. You know, it's just something that you have on the shelf and fire it up now and again. It's not really designed to be properly sort of put into service, so to speak. Let's zoom in a little bit. Hopefully we can still, yeah, that seems all right. Wow. So that'll be the exhaust. We'll have a look in the instructions at some point. Wow, look at the little spark plug. That is so cool. Little mini spark plug in there, look. Put the cap back on there. That's awesome. That's amazing. I wonder if they test these in the factory or not. That will be the fuel screw for adjusting the fuel and the revs up and down. There's a valve. Little petrol tank, look, with a little lid on it. Wow. We'll fill it up. We are going to start it in this video, don't worry. I just really want to take it all in. I want to take in the detail, you know. It's amazing. Carburetor, obviously. That will be the air intake. No air filter on these little engines. Even the real ones didn't really have a filter. That's where we put the water in. Wow, look. And don't forget the engines go clockwise. So you've got to go like that. Wow. I won't do that too much before I put the oil in it, don't worry. I know some of you probably screaming, put the oil in it first. Yeah, I know. That's where we put the oil. A little bit of oil goes in there and it goes inside. Wow, look at the detail. That's amazing. This wood is lovely as well. The screws, there's the ignition, little gears and cogs, little push rod there for the valve. Wow. Amazing. Let's have a look in here. Little bit of masking tape holding the lid on. This is like a little storage box, as they call it. That's off. That's on. That's for your ignition. Lift the lid. This is really well made. This wood is amazing. I just, when there's so much level of detail in a little model engine, it is incredible. And this is extremely close to the real thing. So we've got our little, that's where our AA battery goes in there. Now down in here, if I can get it out to show you. I can't, the wires are too short. That's whoops. You can see the inside of the switch, and there's the little CDI box down in there. You can't put it out because the wires go through to the ignition. So you've got your little AA battery goes on there. Normally these are like a 9 volt, so it's interesting these are only a 1.5. You can take that off there, and you could run it on a different battery pack as long as you've got a 1.5 battery pack. Like a rechargeable one if you wanted to. Wow. I'm really impressed with this so far. We'll see how easy it is to get it running and if it runs well. But just the level of detail and the way that it's made so far has really, really impressed me. I wasn't expecting it to be this good when they reached out to me. Look at that, that just pops on there like that. I wonder what these little O-rings are for. We'll have to go through the instructions and we'll go through them properly. I thought that might go around the outside perhaps to sort of seal it, but I don't know. Well, I'm probably doing this entirely wrong, and these probably aren't supposed to go on this lid. No, I don't think they are. We'll read the instructions to find out what them little O-rings are for. That little lid goes on there like that. You put your water in the top and your battery in there. Bit of oil in that little oil reservoir. Petrol in the petrol tank. Real petrol in there. And away it goes. Right. I'm going to go and... I've got the petrol. I'm going to go and get a little funnel. I did have, because all the little Mammoth steam engines, I had little red funnels to pour the water in the boilers, but because I'm in the middle at the moment of moving my garage around, they're packed away. So I'm going to go and find myself a little way of pouring some petrol in the tank. I can put water in there, no problem. Connect up the battery, and we'll be back when I'm ready to fire it up. And we'll also go through the instructions. Don't worry, we will go through the instructions as well. God, the excitement's starting to kill me. It's really, I can't believe how cool it is. Right, so the instructions say there's all diagrams and everything on the instructions to tell you what things are. Starting, the engine starts and runs, starting steps, startup steps. So it tells you everything that you need to do, but I'll just summarize it. So unscrew the fuel hole cover and inject fuel. I'll put the petrol in. At the same time, open the radiator cap and add coolant. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about these little O-rings as yet, but I'm dare say they will be somewhere around here. Distilled water is recommended, which that was what I had left of distilled water, so it actually has distilled water in it. Normally I wouldn't, but I had it, so I'll put it in. Open the lid of the storage box and put in a battery. I've done that. The switch position to on. Pour lubricating oil in the lubricating oil cup. I've done that. Use the electric adapter to turn the flywheel clockwise. The fuel needle has been set up at the factory. If adjustment is needed, it should be shown in the figure. So, really then, we're ready to fire up now. Right. I don't know how this is going to go, because I've not done this yet. But, where are we? Let me just get my little bit of cloth. Wipe around here. I've just taken a little bit of water out of there because I think that it might have been a bit too much. Right. So, ignition to on. Get a little bit of... Oh, by the way, what you can do with these, get your thumb over that inlet and turn it clockwise a couple of times. I've just done it just now, just reading the instructions. But you do that a few times, it primes it, and it also primes the oil as well. So let's get our starting rope. Little pull start. Wind it round here. And if all being well, she should fire up. Wow! It's incredible. There's still a bit too much water in there. I'll hold that down. Look. That is amazing. Look at that. And to stop it, we can just do that. Wow. Right. So I've emptied a little bit more water out of there now. It's roughly 3/4 full. I have managed to get one of those little O-rings around that lid. I thought that must be what they're for. It probably does say in the instructions. Me being me, obviously, being a man, I suppose, I've read the part of the instructions that I need, and I've just stopped now because it's running. I've checked the oil. There's definitely loads of oil in that oil cup, in the lubrication thing. That exhaust is hot. It's amazing. Right, ignition's still on. You're supposed to obviously turn the ignition off to stop it. I just wanted to see if by adjusting that valve it actually stops it, and it does. But you're supposed to turn the ignition off, obviously, to stop it. I know some of you are going to be screaming at me, just turn the ignition off. I know, but remember, I'm a man, and I'm a man who loves engines and loves just trying different stuff. So, yeah, it's just me, I'm afraid. Right, I've removed a little bit of water. Let's see now. Wow. So we see if we can speed the revs up. Obviously, it's not designed to run at high revs, but let's see how fast we can get it. That's obviously as fast as it goes. Ah, wow. Now obviously you can power things with these. You know, you can run like a miniature model baler or something, or like a miniature press. You know, you can get all kinds of little accessories to run with these. You certainly don't need the drill start. Alright. I can't stop playing around with it, so... well, you know what I mean. So, I've just given it a little bit of a clean. I've checked the water. We've got plenty of water in it still. I haven't checked the petrol yet. There's no petrol gauge, and I think so when it runs out, it runs out. But I just can't believe the level of detail on this. We haven't really used much. Maybe a quarter of a tank? Maybe not even that. It's cooled down now. It was nice and warm. Don't know what, well, I'm assuming the running temperature is about 120 degrees, but we would never reach anywhere near that. Most engines are about 100 degrees. 120 did I just say? No. About 90 to 100. Don't know where I got 120 from. Ignore me. But we didn't get anywhere near that. Let's fire it up again. Wow. You certainly don't need the drill start. Just a little tug from that thing and away it goes. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, if you want one of these, there will be a link in the description to this video, and it'll tell you, well, it will take you exactly to where you can get one from. Wonder what happens if we try and put a little bit of a load on it. Ah, too much. Maybe the little fuel screw on that carburetor's not quite set, you know, to optimal. Maybe I need to play around with it a little bit more. But let's just try that one more time. I know some of you probably want me to do as well. I can't explain to you how cool this little thing is. Just going to try and put a little bit of load on it. How cool is that? Right, I think that's enough of that for today. Well, there we go. as I say, if you want one, link in the description, go and have a look, and if you do buy one from that link, it'll help me out as well. So these are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching, you lot. What I'm going to do for the future, I'm going to have a look around, and there'll be some on the Engine DIY Shop's website as well. All the accessories, so the things that you can power from it, little bits and bobs. And I'll have like a little setup of all the little accessories and things. Maybe we'll have a little baler or a little press or windmill, I don't know what we'll have. It's opening up a new world of things for me now. It's not going to just be RC cars now, it's going to be little stationary engines. Hit and miss engines. Love them. Catch you later on, you lot. Thanks for watching. Take care.